First of all, can we talk about how awesome this necklace is? It's a key. It totally reminds me of Lock and Key by Sarah Dessen, which is largely why I bought it. Hey guys, it's Katrina here again, and I am here today to do, I don't really know what I'm gonna call this. I don't know, just kind of a general reading video type thing. Anyways, okay, so the last few weeks I've been reading a lot of kind of lighter, easy reads. I read The Air by Kira Cass, I read Me and Earl and the Dying Girl, and I just kind of got into that mood where I'm like, I need something that is a little bit more dense. I need something that I can kind of sink my teeth into a little bit more, that I'm not going to be able to read in, you know, kind of 2, 3, 4 sittings. The more I started thinking about it, the more I realized I have some struggles with bigger books, although I do have several, like this, and all 3 of these. Like, look at this thing. This thing is massive. So I'm gonna be honest with you, one of my biggest struggles with reading thick books like this is I have little hands. Little hands? Little hands? Like, I just started reading Outlander yesterday because that was what I decided to pick up. And I can't hold it like this for extended periods of time. Can't.
The struggle is real. Hashtag it.
But yeah. So today I just kind of wanted to talk about, like, you know, I really like big books.
I like big books. I cannot laugh. I don't
know where I'm going with this anymore. I do like reading thicker books. Like, I have read the first 2 Game of Thrones, which were awesome, and I read City of Heavenly Fire. I actually read this one super quick, even though it's like 725 pages. Same with Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. I read this book in what seemed like no time. My struggle with big books really started with this one, A Storm of Swords by George R.R. Martin, and I borrowed this book from my brother after reading the first 2 as ebooks. He had the physical copies and I was like, oh, I'll just borrow them. Didn't happen. I had this book for like a year probably and got, I want to say, about 300 pages in this physical copy. And you know, one of my first ways to get through them is...
My chair keeps spinning. I don't think my floor is level.
I got it as an ebook, or I guess an iBook because it's on my iPad. But this, to me, makes large books seem so much less daunting because it's this thick as opposed to however massive that paperback version is. And so it's just, it makes it a little bit easier to read them. Now, the other ones, such as Outlander, which is what I just started, I break them up. Like, for the most part, I only read 1 novel at a time, with the exception of big chunky books. So if I'm reading this, say, you know, I'm reading, and you know, maybe I get through part 1, and I just feel like I have so much left to go. I really like breaking up chunky books with things like novellas or books of short stories, because then, you know, I can read a bit of this and then just need a break from the story, because sometimes I just find that you're reading a story and even if you really love it, you need a break. So I've got, you know, these, I've got a couple other books of short stories and novellas that go with different series.
I don't know why my chair is spinning so much today. The struggle is so real.
Yeah, like I was saying, usually I only have kind of 1 novel on the go. Pretty monogamous when it comes to actual novels. I will oftentimes be reading, you know, another book of short stories, or right now I am reading a graphic novel as well. But I just, when it comes to these bigger books, it's sometimes hard. Like, that's a lot of book. Like, this one I think is about 700 pages. Okay, so yeah, this one is 625 pages. I am maybe 10 pages in. Yeah, I read the first 10 pages last night. And that is honestly how I make it through these bigger books, is I don't plan to sit down and read a lot in one sitting. I plan to sit down and read 1 chapter or 1 section. Whereas in some of the shorter books, I sit down and it's like, yeah, I'm gonna read half this book in a sitting. And it's just, you have to approach it with a different mindset. I don't know if anybody else does this, and maybe it's just because I got out of reading kind of those bigger chunky books that I feel like I need to do this, but just sometimes I need a book that got some substance to it. And it sounds cool.
I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore.
I don't really know if there's anything else that I have to say with this, but I kind of, but yeah, like, what do you guys do to make it through chunky books? Do you avoid them? Do you use e-readers? Do you use audiobooks? That's one thing I haven't done. I've also only read audiobooks, or I guess listened to audiobooks of shorter books. The biggest one I probably listened to was Afterworlds by Scott Westerfeld, which was really good as an audiobook. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, so how do you guys do it? Like, it's something I'm interested in because there are so many of these great big books that I would really love to get to. Like Under the Dome. I've had this book sitting on my shelf since last summer, and I read the first about 50 pages of it, and I'm probably gonna have to start from the beginning again because I honestly have no clue what happened in the first 50 pages anymore. But I want to read it. I think I just need to, when I have time, like I haven't worked in the last week. I don't have any work scheduled for the next week and a half.
Yay, casual!
That's why you're getting videos, you know, 3 days in a row. But yeah, I think it just kind of comes down to sitting down and reading it. And if you enjoy it, the chunkiness of the book isn't a problem. Yeah, let me know what you guys think about reading big books or little books, or if you have any reason to why you read what you read, or are you like me, more of a mood reader, and sometimes you just want to pick up a book that's, you know, 625 pages long. Sounds like a lot to say it like that. But yeah, as I was saying, I've got about another week and a half where I don't have any work scheduled. So you may get a few more videos in the next week and a half. And then I actually start a temporary part-time position. So I can hopefully kind of get into a rhythm and start making videos more on a regular basis, rather than this whole sporadic, oh my goodness, I don't know what's going on, things everywhere all the time, videos whenever, and you probably don't realize it's as sporadic as I feel it is because you just watch them when they come up. If you're watching them. I don't know if you watch them all or if you're just watching this one. Maybe every single person watching this video has never watched a video of mine before and thinks I'm crazy right now.
Even if you have watched, you probably think I'm crazy right now. I'm gonna stop talking.
Anyways, I hope you guys have a lovely day and a great rest of your week, and hopefully I'll see you guys soon with another video.